Yo, it's Midas. Let's talk my 10x AI play, and that's Reddit. So disclaimer, everything said in this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to always do your own research. So if you're new here, watch the very end of the introduction, but this is why you should listen to me, Midas. Will I beat the S&P 500 by 103x in less than a year? If you want the proof of this, it's on my YouTube description on my link tree. You can see the date of my calls, the tickers I invested in, as well as where the call was posted, whether it was YouTube or TikTok, and my total P&L, which is over 4,000%. If you want to take a look at all my different stock picks as well as crypto picks, you can take a look on my YouTube description on my link tree. Let's talk about RDDT, Reddit, the data gold mine for AI companies. I believe it's the most undervalued AI company out there right now. So let's talk about what is Reddit. So if you don't know what Reddit is, well, it's an online social platform where users can share, discuss, and vote on content across diverse communities, organized around specific interests and topics. It's the home of one of the greatest financial platforms out there, which is r/Wall Street Bets. Now let's talk about the Reddit bull case. TikTok potentially being banned, we still don't know right now, opens growth for existing social media platforms. I believe that right now, many investors are only focused on the growth of Snapchat, Meta, and Pinterest. But I think Reddit is, when it first IPO'd, it was more or less a meme stock. But now when you really look into it, like watch the full video, you're going to understand as to why Reddit has multiple ways to win. Very similar to how Meta started when they first IPO'd. You might not know this, but Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, is a large investor of Reddit. He owned 110 million worth of shares from 2014 to 2021. And OpenAI's GPT-1 through 3 were made primarily off of Reddit posts because Reddit right now is probably the only social platform that has the most human users as of now. Is not comparable to X or Meta, where there are a lot of bots right now, a lot of comments being leaked through. Reddit has most of their audience base be primarily real users, which is insane for these AI companies that want to train their large learning models with the user data. They're also using AI to bring back Yahoo answers in the form of Reddit answers. So, like I mentioned, this Reddit user data is a gold mine for profitability. Imagine you can sell data to AI companies. They can use the data to train machine learning and AI models. You can also sell ad space or personalized ads, direct sales, ad auctions, etc. Like you might see it now, but Reddit before it IPO'd, it didn't have many ads, but now you can see so many ads on the website and they're generating revenue off of all those different ads. People are now also adding Reddit to their search queries. Reddit is basically owning all search engines indirectly. Like in Google, you might plug in how do you make a fish or how do you cook a fish? Reddit. And with Reddit, adding that to your search query just gives more attention to the Reddit platform. And that's a lot of people are doing right now because Reddit is, like I mentioned, the platform with the most user data in this bot-filled world. And the former CEO of Reddit, so he made an account. And based on his account, he made a bull case as to, like, I think r/Wall Street Bets, but they were talking about why Reddit is a bad company. But he had an opposite response saying that Reddit has multiple ways to win. But this is his bull case on Reddit. So it's a text-heavy site. This means low bandwidth and operational costs. 90% margins better than Google. And most content is generated by users. This means lower operational cost. They also have distributed and motivated moderators, which also adds to that lower operational cost because all of these sub communities are meant or managed by other users. So Reddit doesn't need to step in to moderate anything unless it's very bad, like, banning people. Advertising also making a lot of money, serving to many low-cost page views, and AI companies can then pay to learn from the user data, which makes it even more money. And I believe it's one of the only social media platforms with actual useful content. It is not excessively moderated, similar to X. So based on the discretion of the subreddit community and moderators, but many subreddits are free speech. And if you watch my channel, I'm betting you do use Reddit for r/Wall Street Bets or r/investing or any of these other financial platforms and scroll for hours reading through different subreddits, through different threads. And when you're using an app so much, I believe it's a no-brainer to bet on a company you use 5 to 10 hours a day, maybe a week. Pretty comparable to why not buying Facebook or any other social platform out there like Snapchat when it first IPO'd, because you're using the app so much, why not invest in a company that you're using so often? Same principle as buying Robinhood, which is one of the most popular financial apps out there. This is an old slide, but ignore this. So for financials, 60% revenue growth year over year, data licensing up 547%. Turns out our ship posting does have value. And Wall Street is quietly loading up with an increase of 122% institutional ownership change. So that you can tell, their financials are doing very well for a social media company. And from this potential, I know that they can exponentially grow in the future. This is the social media platforms by growth. So as you can tell, TikTok just growing because of the sudden boom from COVID-19. But all these other social media platforms started dying. Maybe not X because the free speech platform that Elon implemented. But as you can tell, Reddit is the only platform that's growing exponentially. And I can see this continuing into the future as long as Reddit doesn't make any big changes like heavy moderation from TikTok or Facebook's algorithm. But let's talk about price target. So this was an old price. I think it's a lot higher now, but 139 USD. Current market cap's 25 billion. I did call Reddit back $80 during the dip for the tariffs. But yeah, anyways, the price target is at $250. That means a projected gains of 79%. But yeah, very bullish on Reddit. This bull run, I believe, is one of the most undervalued AI plays out there. If you have any questions, comment them down below. If you want more videos, subscribe. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.